Hi Capricorn, this is your September 2020 tarot forecast. So this is for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If you are Capricorn Venus, you can treat this as a love reading, romance, or even creative potential. For my Sun, Moon, and Rising Cappies, this is more just about the direction for the month, your emotional world, or what's available to you that you may or may not be aware of. And what do you need to know? What's in store for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for September 2020? Messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, September 2020. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, September 2020. It's curious, we don't have any jumpers. Alright guys, let's get out your Celtic cross for you. As always, I'm going to be pulling a card from each of the 4 oracle decks here for you as well to polish off your reading. Alright, so some information being shared. There could be a young person, a little bit of conflict here, needing more information, giving too much information, a couple of pages. Very interesting. You could be dealing with a child, or this could be talking about a child. Something that isn't necessarily going in the direction that you wanted it to. It could have been, like I said, through missing information here. It could have been TMI, too much information. It is interesting to see a couple of pages right next to each other. I do want to mention that 2 pages, we'll get to the rest of your reading in just a second here, but that we're looking at fun and enjoyment. So could be dealing with fire and air signs as well. Of course, that's Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Page of Swords. Let's get the rest of your cards out, and I'm going to dive into the central card here. We have a couple of 4s, couple of pages. Very interesting. It could have something to do with your stability. It could be communication around your stability here as well. But I do see a lot of excitement. There is a lot of excitement here. And like I said, there's just literally one difficult energy here, and it's a situation card for you. So I would just say, get a lot of information here, or avoid arguments. If someone's trying to pull you into an argument, or someone's coming at you fast and strong here, just stay vigilant, have control over your tongue, have control over your thoughts and beliefs here, because there's a great deal of intelligence here. So there could be some sort of mind game or information game here, but definitely, this is a great negotiation. Just make sure again that you have all the situation here, and this is what it could be all about. The situation being crossed or supported here. 4 4s. We'll get into that in a second here. 3 4s rather. We'll get into that in a moment. But yeah, the situation is calling for vigilance, but intellect is going to be necessary here. Again, I would just try to avoid being dragged into an argument or unnecessary disputes. And it could feel really quick. It could feel really rushed, really fast. This could have to do 10 to 1 with an enterprise or a business venture, or something having to do with work. It could even have to do with alliances, work, communication regarding work, or investments having to do with an enterprise as well. Very interesting to see, because like I said, this is just about staying vigilant and making sure, maybe even a second or third opinion here as well. But it's literally the only, I would say, kind of sharp as a sword. It's the only sharp card in your reading. All the other cards are really quite lovely and very, very supportive. There's a little bit of a, a letdown here, a little bit of, a sense of boredom here, but beyond that, we're looking at a lot of exciting energy. Here is the bottom of the deck for you with the Four of Pentacles. So this is just being willing to make a move, right? This is technically considered a little bit of a miser card, but it's just, that's the lower energy of it. The lower energy is sort of like this clinging, I don't want to make a move. But the beautiful thing about the Four is that it can alert you to the fact that you do have security. Even if you were to make a move right now, you have the basics, you have security, you have the foundations, right? The Fours are all about foundations, and there's one over here really talking about your home. So you have a lot to give, and you're able and capable of making a move here as well, in a direction that is, I was going to say that is probably going to enhance the stability that you already have, just because, like I said, with the 4 fours, and let's look at that right now. Our 3 fours, wow. I keep saying 4 fours, but it's 3 fours. So 4 of Cups, 4 of Wands, and 4 of Pentacles. So yes, something's going to take a little bit of time, effort, especially if it's around a child, a new idea, something that's going to feel like an argument or a fight, something having to do with your home, certainly a new direction within work, service, could have to do with a love situation, what you really love, how far are you willing to go, what are you willing to do, etc., to get what you really want. So this could just be a month of a test for you, where you're going to be met with a trial or a situation here where you're just going to be tested more than anything. But I do think it's going to be small beans. I think it's just going to remind you that whatever choice you are making in order to get higher up on that ladder, to keep climbing that mountain, so to speak, it all includes struggle. So I don't even think, and it's not unnecessary. It'll be necessary struggle, but it's all very, very positive here for you. So 3 fours are looking at the term much effort. So again, something that maybe perhaps you thought would be, excuse me, easy, or just come to you, or be provided somehow, just going to be a little bit more effort here. And again, I don't think it's going to be because you feel like you're giving up something, or you don't have enough. I don't see the 5 here, just the 4. So in fact, we don't really have any 5s, so that's really nice. And there's no conflict necessarily, but there could be a struggle, but it's all, part and parcel of moving forward, moving up that ladder. So we have really, no matter, even if you had difficult cards in your reading with the Sun at that foundation, the Sun dissolves all fear, all doubt, and all neglect. So the Sun is healing, and it is literally pure success. This is also speaking to an actual child. So this could be a child of yours, having a child, doing something with or for a child, protecting a child, protecting something that is, what you would consider your baby. Like I said, if this is an enterprise or a boutique, or say some sort of business of yours, for example, I would say that this is probably your baby, and you could feel that you need to protect that right now, right? Because we have it mirrored. The foundation is mirrored by what's crowning it. Of course, that's the 7 of Wands, really matching all this other gorgeous Wands energy. This is why I'm hard pressed not to call this an enterprise or a business or even a work venture. Of course, it can be as a general reading. This could influence any part of your life, but you are definitely are interested in protecting the truth and your success. And I wouldn't take really no for an answer, and I wouldn't let someone try to talk you out of something that you really had your mind set on. And I'm going to add this, particularly because if what they're telling you is that it's too hard, or you can't do it that way. If you're meeting up with that type of language, or that type of, any type of communication where it has to do with your hopes and dreams and goals and what you consider, like I said, your baby, a sense of success and personal empowerment and growth and freedom and, revealing all truths, like bringing light to all situations here, I would just say get a second opinion, or get that person or that energy out of your environment, because that's not helpful. You don't need someone telling you something can't be done. You need someone in your corner telling you, how are we going to make this work, okay? And that's what I see going on here. I see so much excitement and so much potential. There's a great deal of creative potential here. There's a great deal of loyalty. But like I said, it could be, this is also very exciting. This is passionate energy, possibly having to do with work. You know, you could be working on a relationship as well if this is Capricorn Venus for you. But don't give up. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, so to speak, here, because a lot of passion or a sense of loyalty here just may bring with it a little bit of boredom. Maybe you wanted something else out of it. Maybe you were just hoping for a celebration or some sort of reunion or something having to do even with friends. Like I said, with the pages here, there is a sense of, like I said, the fun and enjoyment. So it could just be that something is just waylaid a little bit. Something is just put on hold, just for a tiny bit, but I just don't think it's going to take over. I think it's just going to be a small disappointment here in the near future. Here we have this gorgeous, I feel so good about myself energy. So how you see yourself is someone who is just surrounded by refinery. You get to enjoy and wear and see and taste the nice things. Cappy, this is your element, right? So we have the 4 of Pentacles here, 9 of Pentacles here, of course. The 10 is what everyone wants. We want that legacy. We want to leave something behind, something that outlives us. And you're definitely on your way here. This is very much a part of how you see the end goal. And I think this is where perhaps a lot of your efforts are going. You have a really big picture in mind here. But you know what? You're able to enjoy the present moment. You're definitely able to enjoy the present moment here. And I think this could be part and parcel, to be fully honest here, Capricorn, part of your success. It could be part of why you're able to enjoy success, even with some, I would say, not necessarily hardship, but with some conflict, with some hurdles, right? It's almost like Capricorn, the goat, right? You're built for that. So yeah, that's not going to bother you at all. You could even say you're just going to take it on as another challenge. I think you're going to willingly take this on as a challenge, and it's not going to be huge, right? We're just looking at a couple 4s, so it's not a really big challenge, but you know, it may make you reconsider something or need to switch something up. But the 9 of Pentacles being how you see yourself is someone who's independently wealthy, someone who is able to provide for yourself very easily. You will live very nicely. This is a very, very nice, you know, creature comfort type stability here. And then how others see you is someone who is very interested in a happy, healthy home. 4 of Wands is honestly one of my favorite cards out of the entire tarot. It just has there's so much warmth here. There's so much stability and goodness and potential and faith, and you know, it's got that wish energy. It's got that 11-11 energy. I'm kind of goosebumpy just talking about it. It's just, you know, whether this is a business, love, career, enterprise, whether this is simply family or just a personal goal of yours, I just see, whether or not you're aware of it, Capricorn, I just see everyone benefiting from your own personal development here. And certainly the members of your home are very, very interested in how much you're, you know, interested and capable of taking care of your home and your loved ones. And here is Gemini, right? Your hopes and fears. Gemini ruled Lovers card. So a lot of communication. This is around habits. This is around, you know, who you're closest to, who you're living with necessarily. Lovers is, you know, the highest echelon of love. It's the angelic love. It's seeing things through the eyes of source, okay? It's, you know, it's source love. It's like saying there is, like everything is sort of just perfect the way it is. And it's accepting that. And this is honestly, you know, in association with the sun down here, I would say with the Lovers in your hopes and fears position, I would honestly say that this is going to be a superpower for you, maybe for the whole month, but certainly by the last week of the month. You know, just choosing love, choosing that higher love, choosing that sense of, you know, maybe even letting a woman lead or doing something out of love for a woman in your life is going to be very important for you here. And then this really hot Knight of Wands as the advice card. So here we have some Sagittarius energy. This is really exciting. You know, this energy may not be around to stay for long, but it's very exciting. And it brings a lot of potential. Again, a lot of potential and creativity and a sense of, I was going to say recklessness, but recklessness just sounds like it's gonna tear something down. There's a sense of freedom here. There's a really nice sense of freedom and, you know, at the same time, dependability. So this is really cool, guys. Sagittarius is also 9th house. So again, we could be looking at spiritual or religious advancement here as well. If you're not dealing with a specific Sagittarius, you could be dealing with that 9th house energy here. So spiritual advancement could be very much a part of your, the end of the month, or even how you continue to personally or professionally develop here. Really, really nice here, guys. Let's get out some oracles for you. Oops, I almost bent that card. It is very interesting to see. Okay, we will take them. I have 3 jumping out of that deck for you. It is interesting. I was going to say that Page of Swords right in the center. Like, it's a sharp tongue, right? It's just, again, I would just beware that you're not being pulled into arguments, and it's gonna seem fast. It's gonna seem like it's maybe even coming out of nowhere, but like, just try to have some maybe self-control over how you respond to that. And like I said, if you feel here that someone's trying to drag you down or telling you that you can't do something that you really feel is so important to you, then just tell them, oops, wrong deck, what am I doing? I have a lot of cards here. Yeah, just tell them what's going on. Reveal the truth and just say, like, that's not welcome, or that's not helpful, or you know, you're free to think what you want, but I believe something different. So, and definitely your belief systems are going to play a big part of that. Just, you're definitely going to steer away from a sense of doubt, because this could be internal as well. This internal sense of, you know, trying to over-intellectualize something that maybe doesn't need that much, or trying to assess something that you need more information around. All right, so we have a million cards here, guys. Let's get into the first one. Is soulmate. Yeah, so I really feel that, of course, the card says, yes, this is your soulmate. So yeah, something is very, very, very important to you here, probably having to do with at least, like I said, if it's not a child, it's definitely something that feels like your baby. And then, you know, your home is very, very important here for you as well. You have celebration coming out for you. It's not very often. I see this card from the Healing with the Angels Oracle. So this is quite important to me here. And I do see this particularly at the end of the month for you, that a celebration, you're going to be able to, there is success built in whatever you are involved in right now. I just think it's going to, if you had it planned ABC, it might go ADH. I don't know. So just maybe make a couple more plans, or make an alternate plan here. And like I said, if someone's trying to stymie you, you know, get away from that. We do have poised, round and round, and building blocks. So round and round is just looking at a sense of drama. It's looking at a sense of, you know, could you have been here before? How do you get out of it? It's like a spiral situation. So if you find that you're trapped in a drama, it is time to grow. I would think that that was a really nice way to put that here at the bottom of the deck energy. It's time to expand. We do have expansive energy here as well. And this is where, again, I see some personal advancement for you, because not only is 9th house energy ruled by Sagittarius, it's Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and that is the planet of expansion, right? It's the planet of philosophy and religion and expansion. Jupiter is the planet of luck. So there's a great deal of luck available for you. So, and I think you're going to see that. I think you're going to say, look, I've been there before. I'm not going to go there. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to be dragged into that sense of loss. You know, I have bigger plans, and you're just going to follow through with that, because you have building blocks and then poise. So you do not give up here. If you have a dream or a goal here, Capricorn, please don't give up. Don't throw a baby out with the bathwater, so to speak here. You know, even if you have to rearrange something, that's fine too, but maybe just don't, you know, destroy something and start over. I don't see that that may be necessary. But you may have to finesse something, or finagle, or, you know, I don't see any sevens, so I wouldn't even say you, oh wait, we do have a 7 up here. You could just need to have to revisit or revise something, but I mean, I just don't see the whole plan going to dust, just maybe a small revision. And it could be like a revelation for you, and it could be the difference between just doing okay and absolute success. So, you know, again, I see this as a really positive challenge for you. And then horse, mouse, and lynx. So we have power, scrutiny, and secrets. You know, power is important, power over yourself, power over your emotions, power over a situation, not over people. But I find power is better when it's self-control. You have power over yourself, and just let the other people, and it also gives room to other people to just be themselves and reveal themselves exactly how they are. So, and you could even be dealing with a power play here as well, and that's sort of how you know who you're going to end up working with and not. And then the mouse is scrutiny. I would just add here when we see mouse that it's obviously the opposite to this in this deck would be the eagle, and that's the wide view, like an eagle eye view. The mouse is looking at things really closely. So this is what I'm looking at here with the 4s especially. There could just be a sense of maybe pull back from a situation, pull away a little bit here. There might be an over scrutiny or an over assessment here. But something, if that's not the case, something does need to be scrutinized. Just make sure to keep that on the balance with an overall view. And then secrets. This is very exciting. It doesn't have to be bad. It is exciting. The lynx is very exciting energy. But secrets are afloat. Secrets are behind something, whether you're keeping them or someone else is keeping them. And it could just be a major mystery. Lynx really talks about, you know, the time of the pyramids and the times of the pharaohs. So there could be something really, really, really deep within you that is even mysterious to you that you feel you need to bring to the fore here as well. And, you know, maybe it's inexplicable to you, and you don't even need to explain it to anybody. But that, if that's a feeling and you're experiencing that, then that's very much, very real right now. Secrets. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you being here, and I'll see you in the next video for your sign. Bye for now.